Hello, my name is Henry. Do I recommend if people play poker full time for a living without any other source of income? That's today's topic. And there are a couple circumstances that I think it's okay. For the most part, I would not recommend it. If you are younger than 23 years old, in the United States, say you're playing in Las Vegas like I am, or Florida, maybe Arizona, Texas, you're going to have to be 21 years old to even sit in the casino and play. If you're overseas, a little bit younger, 18. I've heard the games in Australia are actually very good, and those games are also 18 years old to play. But the purpose of my channel is to discuss low stakes, cash game poker, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-5, and 3-5 are the specific games of choice. And I've played for a living for about 5 years. The hourly is very strong. I'm very picky about game selection. We're going to talk all about that on a different day. Pardon the shit lighting. This is my first video recording. The microphone connected right into the phone. It's a little touch, but I think I got it good. I got another piece holding it up. So, yeah, let's get to the topic. If you're 21, 22, 23 years old, say you've worked another job making about 30, 40K a year even, maybe right out of, if you never went to college, 18, 19 years old, even 20, 21, maybe failed out of college, maybe finished early, don't really want to go and work a corporate gig or do something else that's just going to bleed your soul, then if you're 21, 22, 23 years old, and the problem with playing poker for a living is it's very difficult to play the amount of hours to make the amount of money that you're trying to make in order to quit another job where you've already made, say, 60K a year. 45K a take home. That's about the peak, even in 2-5. If you're going to play 2-5 and your hourly's $50 an hour, that's very solid. It's doable. A little bit of experience, you can get there. You can get to that point making $40, $50 an hour in 2-5. But it's very difficult to play more than 20, 25 hours a week. So 25 hours a week every week. Say you're playing 100 hours a month. That's 1,200 hours a year. And that's if you're solid. You don't take any vacation, because playing over 25 hours a week, it's just not feasible. The game, you start slipping. You really only have 4 hours of focused work per day. That's like the max amount of solid, everything you have focused work. 4 hours. So if you put all of that into poker, which you can do, sometimes you hit a deeper flow. You can play longer than 4 hours. You can play 5, 6, 7, 8. If the game's too juicy, you can't leave anyway. So you have to play as long as it takes. But on average, 4 hours of playing your best, 25 hours a week. That's if you're playing six days, 7 days, 3.5 hour sessions. Yeah, 25 hours is the max really that you're going to get. And it's going to be closer to 20. So say you're a $30 an average player playing 1-3. Not hard to do. My hourly at this time is just under $39 an hour, and that's over a long period of time, and that's mostly 1-3. It's got sprinkled in 2-5. I play a good amount of 1-2. Golden Nugget 1-2 is a juicy game. It's the game I recommend anybody in Las Vegas go play Golden Nugget. Just make sure you don't walk in before, say, 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes you can get away 7 o'clock. These other rooms you can't. These other rooms you can't walk in before 11, 12, 1 in the morning. So, and those rooms I'm referring to are Wynn, Bellagio, Caesar's Palace. I'm going to go, in a future video, I'm going to talk about all the rooms and if I recommend you play in the rooms, my review of the rooms in terms of the ambiance, the floor managers, the dealers. Most of them are pretty good, but there's some rooms that I simply will not walk into. The game's just too shit for me. I'm very picky. Uh, so if you're younger than 23 years old, you should play. Even just playing a little bit of online poker or with your buddies, you're good enough to sit down in a 1-2 game as long as you're focused and you're going to make enough money to live. It might not be a crazy amount. You might only be making $20,000 a year your first year playing full time, which is the poverty level. It's low, okay? Nobody tells you that these are the details, but this is what it is. So you're going to have to live with a couple other people, keep your expenses to a very low amount, but you're going to improve. You're going to improve in life. Your poker game is going to improve. Then you can improve your living situation. If you're going to do it at that age, be around people that are focused, a good quality group of people that you're living with that that don't cause headaches and they don't bring drama into your life. The other age group that I would recommend plays full-time for a living is anybody, say, 60 years or older, 65 or older. Somebody who maybe they're done with their job, they retired, they're on Social Security. If they're on Social Security and they start pulling that out, it's the best time because then you got $1,500, $1,600 coming in every month. That's perfect. And then it's the anti-Alzheimer's, dementia. That's the playing poker. It's so good for the brain. It's the main reason I play. You get it all. You get the social, you get the competitiveness, you make your money, obviously. You can play juicy and make the amount of money you're trying to make. You don't have to play like a nit. You don't have to play this ABC poker. I see some of these guys on the channel, some of these pros that talk about ABC is the way to go. It's not. It's dumb. It's fucking stupid. We're going to talk all about it in future episodes about what to do, what I do, what works for me, what works for other people. I'm pretty excited about it all. But if you're over 65 and you're trying to keep your head together, then playing poker is great. I see a lot of old cats. They don't play wonderful, but they play good enough to make a little bit of money and keep their brain sharp, which increases their livelihood. It increases how long they're going to live. Keeps them sharp. They're all sharp there. You can have good conversations with them. They remember hands. Some of them even try to mix it up. If you're an old head and you mix it up and you throw some bluffs in there, you're going to do very well in these games. Very well. So the problem is if you're a 25, 26, 30, 35-year-old male considering, I want to do something for myself. I want to go play poker. Okay, but you got to be comfortable with a fat pay cut. Fat. If you're making $100K a year, be ready to start making 40. It's $40K cash. That's what it is. It's cash. So maybe the equivalent of $55,000 if you want to do it like that with the taxes, whatever. But that's a significant cut. And yeah, even on 2.5, 3.5 in Las Vegas, over $60,000 a year. $60,000 is about the peak. And if you're playing in LA at Hustler, maybe the bike, $100K is like the best with as many hours as possible. But I'm going to focus mostly on Las Vegas on this channel. And we're going to have many topics to discuss. This is my first video. I have endless topics. I decided to do this. I want to give back. I want to give back to the community a little bit. The game's been very good to me. I want to share some of my secrets with the public. I want some young heads to get an idea of how to play this game. I know there's a lot of vloggers out there, but they don't exactly talk about all the details. They don't go enough into why they're making the decisions they're making, what the other players are doing that make them want to do that. And some of them don't have the experience, but some of the best ones, they've managed to grow all the way to the highest stakes games in a very short period of time. And I'm here to help anybody else that has those kind of aspirations or just wants to jump into something for fun and have a little bit more knowledge to fall back on to improve their game. But that's what I'm here to talk about. Yeah, so that's mainly it for this first episode. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you can. I plan on posting 2-3 times a week. They're going to be about 10-minute videos. We're going to be talking about poker and lifestyle. I have some good books for you. I have some good information in terms of all games. Just play all games, not just poker. Play all games, physical games, perfect information games like chess or games of chance like poker. Mix in the physical games, tennis, basketball, volleyball. I'm about to be in Denver in a couple of weeks. We're gonna be playing volleyball. Maybe I'll be able to film one of those days. But yeah, thank you so much for your time tonight.